Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here and welcome to episode 7 of the NU Road to Top 10. If you guys missed any episode and want to be following our journey, there's a playlist, there's a previous episode, there's in the outro, there's in the cards, there's all that stuff. So if y'all want to check that out, those links are like everywhere. I don't think, they're literally everywhere. Anyway, today I saw a comment that said, hey, can you use Guzzlord, the Guzzingtons? And I was like, okay, I'm hitting my boy Jari, asking for a Guzzlord team. And we're going to be doing that. I also got asked if I could use all shiny Pokemon. I don't think they were on the same video. In fact, I think the whole shiny thing was something that had been asked for a long time. So I was like, okay, fine. I mean, it's literal. It's a click of the button, so I don't really mind. Anyway, let's get right into team preview. Thank you everybody for all the support on the NU Road. I really am enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying how consistent I'm being with it. It's being uploaded every other day. And I'm trying my hardest to keep it that way, even if I have things to do. So I hope you guys are enjoying that, and I can't wait to finish this road and then go on to another one after. But enough talking, well, more talking, but let's talk about team preview and then let's get into the battle. So of course, the first member of the team we have is Guzzlord, because this is the main, purpose behind the team. But Guzzlord is choice specs. I think it's one of its best sets, even though it does have a higher attack stat than it does have special attack. Just because the damage output of its special attacks are so much greater than its physical attacks, and also its move pool is just it's really good, again, like on the special side. So we have Draco Meteor and Dark Pulse. Of course, those are our 2 stabs. Obviously Beast Boost, so when we pick up a KO, we get a special attack raise. Fire Blast is there for steel types like Steelix, Feral Seed, and then we have Sludge Bomb there for poison types. Well, I mean, it is a poison type move, but it's for fairy types like Mega Audino and Comfy, not allowing them to come in for free. I don't think we can stay in on Comfy because we are 4 times weak to it, but catching like Whimsicott, catching like Comfy, catching Mega Audino upon switching can be pretty nice. Obviously, we do outspeed Mega Audino, so being able to 2 KO that will be really nice as well. Vileplume is the next one in the squad. Pairs up really well with Guzzlord in terms of being a fighting resist as well as a fairy resist. We're running PokeaimMD with enough defense to take +2 knockoff from Pangoro. I really like this set because it allows it to beat Pokemon like Comfey 1v1. We have Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb, Synthesis, and Growth. So obviously Growth is boosting our special attack, allowing us to break through Calm Mind Comfey. PokeaimMD also gives us that nuke because this allows us to break through Pokemon like Xatu with that. Again, Comfey, a boosted Comfey as well. It's a fighting type switching for our team. Obviously, Effect Spore is there too. The Spadef lets us take HP Ice after rocks, I believe 65% of the time from Life Orb Sceptile. Xatu is the next one in the squad, preventing hazards from our opponent with Magic Bounce. We have Dazzling Gleam in an attempt to deal some nice damage to Pangoro. I think it's almost a KO after rocks, if I'm not mistaken. Rocky Helmet is there to wear down opposing Steelix, wear down Passimian, going for U-turn / Coast Combat. We have U-turn for Momentum from us, and then Roost. Enough speed. Adamant Decidui. Jolly Pangoro is a big one that comes to mind as well. Passimian is the next one in the squad. We're using Choice Scarf Passimian. We have Close Combat, U-turn, and Knockoff. And then we're running Acrobatics. Now, Acrobatics is pretty cool because Passimian is typically a knockoff switching. I would say in the NU tier, I think a few people can agree, unless you do need your Choice Scarf, Passimian typically comes in a knockoff from either Incineroar or, I think this is the main thing, or opposing Passimian, right? Which I think they will go for knockoff versus us, considering we do have Vileplume and Xatu as well as Comfey as all switching. So, Acrobatics basically deals with Vileplume, one of the main switchings to Passimian. In fact, it's actually my switching to Passimian as well. Like Xatu and Comfey don't switch in as well. Like you don't want to bring in Comfey on a Gunk Shot, and with rocks up, if I haven't prevented them from going up, Xatu's obviously 2 KO by knockoff as well. So Acrobatics is really nice, also giving us just a stronger attack versus grass types in general that doesn't involve us U-turn out of there. So hopefully we get to Acrobatics, Vileplume, and knock it over. That's what I'm hoping for. But giving us Choice Scarf, Speed Control. Rhydon is the next one in the squad. I'm going to address this because every single time I use Rhydon, people ask this. Guys, Rhydon does not have a good ability. Alright? Rockhead and Reckless are useless if you're not using moves like Double Edge, which it's only, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that Rhydon gets. That is boosted by those. I could be wrong. It could be something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll get Head Smash eventually. But yeah, at least Lightning Rod has like the niche option of if I get soaked, I can't be thunderbolted because of lightning rod, so that's pretty cool. But the ability doesn't matter on Rhydon. I'm just letting you guys know that. But we are adamant 16 attack MVs, and the rest is basically Spadef. We want to be able to take on Delphox and Magmortar are two Pokemon that come to mind for sure as far as special attackers, basically the fire types in the tier. Also checking Rotom as well, but of course we do worry about Rotom because Rotom can Will-O-Wisp us and burn us, so Rotom could be a problem for us with Hex. But Toxic is there, we're down Bulky Waters, then we have Dual Stab. Rock Blast is there for sub, Braviary, Rock Blast can Toxic as it roosts and break through it from there. Comfy is our last member of the squad, and with knockoff support from Persimmon, knocking off Golbat, we are running Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, and Hidden Power Psychic. I've used Golbat way too much to not run Hidden Power Psychic on the ladder, because I know a lot of people are fighting teams that I've been using, but we're Life Orb, offensive. I think we're okay to not run Hidden Power Fire, considering, I mean, that obviously deals with Steelix. But Giga Drain is good neutral versus Steelix, and the main thing we're not really dealing with are obviously Pokemon like Kling Klang and Feral Seed, but Feral Seed is checked by Xatu, Guzzlord, and Persimmon, whereas Kling Klang is checked, albeit a bit rougher, by Rhydon, Persimmon, and even Guzzlord can all eat a hit. One of them goes down to Corkscrew Crash, but not all of them, right? So if one goes down, then I can check the other with, the other two can take a +1 gear grind. But yeah, that's the team for today's episode. Let us get right into the battles. Alright guys, so we have our first game versus, looks like some kind of HO with, looks like some type of like Spikes offense. I love Calm Mind Comfy in this with Draining Kiss and obviously Giga Drain. It's really, really threatening. I honestly think that because this is more than likely Mold Breaker Dredagon, Rhydon is just a fantastic lead, allowing me to basically prevent Frostlass from spiking up versus me. It's not Mold Breaker Dredagon, so we're gonna make the Xatu play if he wants to go for rocks. Oh, great. So, like, had he been Mold Breaker, I already did Ionex, but had he been Mold Breaker, this would obviously have been worse for me. All right, well, great first game. I couldn't have asked for a better first game, but basically with rocks up, let me at least break down this game, because I'm not just going to get out of there and say, yeah, I had no game plan, period. No. So, automatically looking at it, fighting type and a dragon type, right? A Pokemon weak to Giga Drain, and then a Pokemon I could potentially overwhelm depending on its set. I think that Calm Mind Comfy was incredible in this. The pressure that Persimmon puts up on my opponent's team when knockoff in close combat is also very high. And Guzzlord has no switch-ins if I get it in on Slowking / Miltank. I drop a Specs Draco, I get a KO. So I do think that I had at least the offensive pressure to threaten my opponent, and now we're at 1475. So I'll pause it until we find a battle, guys. We'll be right back. So we have another game, and super cool team by FunBot28. I think it's going to be tough for both of us to get up rocks here. I think my acrobatics for Simi is going to be incredible for their Vileplume. Let me just make sure I know how much this does to Vileplume. Vileplume, any defensive, acrobatics does 60%. Well, that's a lot less than I thought. Have fun. So, as far as starting this off goes, Guzzlord, still Specs Draco, has 0 switch-ins. We're going to go the Persimmon route, which is probably the best route ever right now, considering I can just knock off immediately as he goes Vileplume. I don't know if it's Z Vileplume, but I want to find out, as it is not. Awesome. So, getting off that damage on Vileplume is really good. It means that, what does this mean? +1 in terms of the actual Vileplume itself. I'll put my own Vileplume just to see. So it would be a little bit more than that. Let me just put, you can't knock off a memory either. Let me just put Poison Gem. Alright, so it at least has some Spadef on it. Yeah, fam. I know FunBot. We're both on the council. I'm trying to think what's my best course of action. Obviously, getting rid of the Black Sludge is incredible for me. I do very much like my own Vileplume as an option here. Because for one, I can growth up and then just drop a poison. Actually, I don't lose anything by clicking Sludge Bomb immediately. My Vileplume's really good in this because my opponent does not switch in very well to it. So even if they go like Incineroar or something, I don't mind. Obviously, them going Xatu is really good for me too. Just getting off some chip on that thing. Potentially Rocky Helmet Xatu right there as well. I like my Vileplume because it pivots into a lot as well. I don't think my Xatu actually does much besides checking Passimian, but if they want to go for Roost, that's cool too. And I figured I'd be slow because I'm a decently slow Xatu, so I'll be able to U-turn here more than likely on Incineroar coming out. Yep, and I have an option. I have a few options here. I think the best one and the more offensive one is definitely going Rhydon, because Rhydon gets to just click Rock Blast now. And the fact that my opponent, they might pivot into Vileplume / Passimian as a mid-ground play. Ooh. I think we're both going to switch here. Nice. So I'm able to get my rocks there, and obviously weakening Rhydon now with Psychic. I take that because I basically drop a Specs Draco and I pick up my KO. I'm going to sack my Xatu just to do this. Getting Guzzlord and drop a Draco now, and basically pick up a KO on on one Pokemon. He could go Incineroar to pivot in on it. I don't know if... I think Funbot's a sheep. I'm not sure. You have a great avatar, by the way, Funbot. I might take that. Actually, I don't know. Either way, me dropping a Draco, getting rid of Xatu is also incredible because now I can potentially... First off, I get my Beast Boost. Secondly, I'm just looking pretty solid right now. I'm looking pretty solid. I don't see a reason to not go Vileplume here, whether he knocks off or goes for U-turn. I can get Effect Spore on the Passimian as well, as Incineroar is going to come out. And I mean, I always go Rhydon. I'm not as worried about Heliolisk in this game either. Look at my opponent's Earthquake switchings. Like at this point, look at my opponent's Earthquake switchings. Vileplume's at 38%. So Earthquake is either going to weaken Passimian or potentially knock out Rhydon, I would say. Let's see if my opponent gets rocks up versus me. Nice. So we're able to not only play a game without rocks, but my opponent can no longer come in on half my team. Yeah, bye. Black Sludge was knocked out. We'll make the Vileplume play because if he Sludge Bombs there, I get the KO with Guzzlord. I don't mind about Strength Sap because I do have Synthesis. Ooh. See, I have my own growth, but the thing is, I have Z growth. So, Vileplume going down means I get to spam close combat now. I also should be able to win the game with... Sure, that doesn't matter yet. I also should be able to win the game with half my team here too. But I'm not going to risk getting Effect Spored on. I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here, which will be able to knock out Vileplume, and he has no resist. By having Guzzlord alive, it means that Heliolisk cannot beat me. Passimian can come out if it wants to. I literally have a Rhydon here as... fodder as he goes for close combat. And I don't see, like, even if you pivot into Heliolisk or something, I don't think that matters too much either. Hyper Voice, Specs Hyper Voice might be able to do enough. What's the, maybe I should have went out into my close combating mon there. I think this is still fine, because I should be able to live any hit. Yep. And I lived it a good amount. And the fact that my opponent now just sacks their Heliolisk means that I should also be able to beat Passimian as well. Incineroar is going to come out. Just going to go Guzzlord. If they click close combat, they'll get their Eye of Papa Berry, but... Ooh, they have the Z Malicious Moonsault, Inferno Overdrive. That doesn't matter. Because they are Z, I can safely just live their attack, click Sludge Bomb, and basically they have to click close combat to win. The reason why Sludge Bomb was free was because if they switched out, they took rocks, and then I won the game anyway with Comfy. Because they can no longer switch in. This is so ridiculous that Comfy takes so much. Good game. But yeah, thank you, fam. Because rocks were up and the fact that they revealed Z on Incineroar, if they switched out, they died to Draining Kiss anyway. So I could win the game. But yeah, we'll pause it, guys, until we find another battle. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, we have a really cool game. I'm pretty excited about this. Hariyama is checked by Vileplume, and I mean, everything fast in that checks it, obviously. Comfy, I think, is going to be my end game. I have Giga Drain for potentially Agility. Kingler, I'm very worried about Vikavolt, that's for sure. I do think that in this game where it's obviously Sticky Web plus a bunch of strong Mons and Rocks Torterra, we're going to go the Xatu route. Getting up Rocks, first off, is incredible versus my opponent. Unless this is Continental Crush, don't be. Yeah, like, I don't mind my opponent clicking Earthquake here or whatever it is. I definitely want Rocks up myself. If they click Wood Hammer, that'd be nice. So I'm assuming they're just Stone Edge 3 attacks. They do opt to Stone Edge there. I'm going to U-turn into Vileplume here. See if I can get them to get up Rocks for me. Because obviously I eat their hit. I'm going to see if I can get them to get up Rocks for me because I want to make sure that Masquerain doesn't come in. Perfect. Alright, so we get up Rocks. And now Xatu has literally done its job. My opponent does not have a way. I don't think they're going to have a way of defogging here, but they're not even attacking. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I want to weaken Torterra. This is one of the few Pokemon on his team besides Typhlosion that doesn't go down to Comfey. So obviously putting Torterra or weakening Torterra, or even putting him in a range of Draco. Like, look at Draco and look at his team. He started Earthquaking smart. I don't mind if he Stone Edges here. I just want you weakened, dude. I'm gonna keep like I'm sorry that I missed, but I just want you gone. This and Vikavolt are two Pokemon that I very much just want gone. So I don't mind if he Wood Hammers here and goes down to Rocky Helmet as well. Stone Edge doesn't matter to me either. Obviously him getting up Webs is a little bit annoying, but I mean, that's okay. I get to go out to Passimi. Yes, I like Webs are sucky, but they don't matter in the long run because my Comfey has priority, and that's my main way of dealing with Pokemon like that. Vikavolt, though, could obviously be the most annoying there, but we're going to be able to pick up our KO there with Knockoff. If my opponent opts to go out into Masquerain, they will give me the boost, and I'll be able to knock them out with Knockoff as well. But with Rocks up, that's going to be a little bit tougher for my opponent. This is the bigger threat. This Pokemon right here. This is the big threat. Now, I don't know if you are Gigavolt Havoc. I don't know what you are. Honestly, I need to knock you off. As you are Choice Specs. Good. I am 100% good with that too. Vikavolt's now in range of Draining Kiss when it comes back in. If they want to go Hariyama to get their Flame Orb, so be it. Well, they're not Flame Orb Hariyama. Okay, they could be AV. You know what? I want to get rid of your Assault Vest too. There we go. So they not only do that, they get rid of mine, so I can Acrobatics after. Or not. I just die. That's fine. But getting rid of your Assault Vest is awesome. Again, everything is in range of Comfey now. Almost everything. I do think that going for Synthesis here is my best play. Just want to make sure I'm at a good amount. And I'm going to Growth. Because if Typhlosion comes out, I guess Z-Typhlosion could be scary, but hopefully it can't touch Guzzlord. I don't mind if they HP Grass here either. I will always go right on. At least once. I will always go right on at least once. As they erupt. Awesome. And at this point, Rock Blast does pick up a KO. That looks Scarf. Looks really weak, Scarf. But Rock Blast does pick up a KO. Ideally, we do connect. Nice. That's the main Pokemon I wanted to connect on. Again, I don't care about the Webs at all. I don't care about Kingler either. I have both a Vileplume and a Comfey. Like, Comfey knocks you out with Giga Drain 100%. And the fact that they look to be Scarf on their Typhlosion, if I keep the combination of Guzzlord, Vileplume, and Rhydon, and I got the Parrot too, which is really nice. I was fixing a Z here because Z basically guarantees a KO. Like, if they go Masquerain on Giga Drain, they'll die. So Z, Hariyama will take a ton, and Typhlosion will die as well. Actually, do I even have to bother predicting? I don't think I need to. Let me just play it like safe and smart without having to predict. But it looks like my opponent forfeited here. I'll pause it until they either come back or we win this game and I get another battle. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so that guy ended up not coming back. So we're at 1497. We have another game, and in this game, bunch of threats. Comfey checks Cinccino if it's weakened, Scrafty and Druddigon, also Clawitzer. I love my Choice Scarf Persimmon in this. I think I'm just going to use it to U-turn around, especially because I'm a little bit worried about this as a lead. And if that's Mold Breaker, then he obviously does get up Rocks for me. If not, then I'll be able to Magic Bounce them back. But we're going to go around with the U-turn route. Dropping Dracos is really good here too. Leads off with his Clawitzer. So I don't know if Ice Beam or Aura Sphere is coming out. Vileplume isn't that... It's good, but it's not great in this game, so we're going to make the Vileplume play as they go for Dragon Pulse. That is Life Orb, Dragon Pulse. I don't... So I don't switch into you. I hate playing around this Pokemon so much. I'll make a little bit of an... not an aggressive play, but I'll make the comfy play. Just in case they Dragon Pulse again, yeah. And we'll just Giga Drain here. Unfortunately, I did not KO, which I did not anticipate. So I'm very weakened. However, Clawitzer's gone. That thing is like the bane of my existence, I feel like. That mon I hate to fight down here, and there's another mon that I hate to fight down here too. But Cinccino is going to come out. Because of his Effect Spore, I'm actually going to go Vileplume. Not what I expected, but you know what? That's awesome, especially if that's Choiced or King's Rock. Basically, I try to get the Effect Spore on them because it takes multiple hits to knock me out. There you go. That boy sleeps, so he could not wake up. That's what sleep means. And I don't see a reason to not Sludge Bomb as it hits Scrafty. It hits Druddigon upon entry. I actually get a poison on Scrafty, which is very crucial because now I can just Z and knock you out, even if he chooses to DD. Awesome. Vileplume doing a lot more than I thought it would do in this game. I thought it was... I mean, the fact that it was able to check Cinccino, and Cinccino has 0 ways of waking up now is awesome. Like, very, very good. Garbodor comes out. I don't know if he's going to spike considering I do have a Xatu. But I mean, Xatu is still my play. As he gets up T-Spike, which is a fair play. The reason T-Spike is fair is because he can always switch out and get it back. I was going to U-turn anticipating Sigilyph, but I don't know if it was necessary. However, now that I see that that's Flame Orb, exactly, this is what I was talking about. Now that I see that that's Flame Orb, I want to be careful. My Guzzlord does click Dark Pulse now and picks up KOs. I don't think I knock you out with Knockoff. So that's why I'm not going to go for it. I'm actually just going to U-turn. Knockoff probably did knock you out. That's fine. I'm going to make the Xatu play anyway. As he Sludge Bombs. Just Roost. I mean, excuse me, Psychic. I fool myself and him. But again, that's the mon I don't care about. So I'm okay with that. And Cinccino has not burnt any turns of sleep at all. Besides that one right there. So we'll bring out Passimian and just click Close Combat. Dark Pulse. If I hit Druddigon, I knock it out with 2, or I knock it out with Dark Pulse after. Obviously, Sigilyph is a problem. Goes out to Druddigon here. We're just going to make the Xatu play because it's literally useless. And Xatu proving that it's not as useless as we think it is. Hey, go ahead and take some. So I can win the game now at my Specs Guzzlord. Just click Dark Pulse, that'll knock out Druddigon. I get my Beast Boost, and there's no... Even if you have Dazzling Gleam, it's a Flame Orb Sigilyph, so it won't be able to. He can Cosmic Power. He can do whatever he wants. It's gonna die. Calm Mind's up. Does not matter. I got my Beast Boost. My Guzzlord is in. My ugly, shiny Guzzlord is in, and we are cooking right now. So, I will pause it, my friends, until we find another battle. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's taking a while to find games at this point. I'll show you guys, but as I mentioned in a few previous episodes, NU is a ladder that's kind of not that played. Like, the top of it, sure, these guys play a lot, but besides then, 1600, and then everything is 1500 up until here, right? This is all decay. Basically, all these players here and below after 114 are all decay. Like, so currently, we're at 1504, so... I believe that's actually amazing for us because anyways, next. That's number 102. So we just beat now we're above the majority of the players simply because we played. So yeah, I'll pause until we find another battle, guys. It takes a while. Bear back. All right, guys. So we have a game versus Rain. Now, I would be scared if I didn't have priority Giga Drain for Shell Smash U and U. You are an issue though, but I do have Vileplume as well, which is incredible here. As far as starting it off goes, I think. Okay, you're not gonna pretend to be me and then throw off like, bro, it's been yo, what's up guys, you got PokeaimMD here, or what's up guys, or sup guys for the beginning. That is not how I sound. I say it. Have fun. Anyway, Guzzlord claims a KO almost on preview. So we're going to use it. We're going to use it. Obviously, my opponent having screens is going to be very scary too. But like, look at his Dark Pulse switches besides Little Hat over here. And I'm going to Fire Blast as well. I got to be careful, I guess, about Kabutops, but even under screens, I think it's going to be taking a ton. The main thing, I think, is the Ludicolo. That's going to be scary, but as long as I don't go hard into Vileplume, I should be good. Are you just mixing me up with Envy? You too, man. Hey, man. Why do you just fuse me with Envy? I love Guzzlord because he has trouble KOing it, right? I'm going to click Fire Blast. I do not care. So he knocks off my choice specs, which very much sucks. It's okay. Might be a little bit better for me because I can drop Dracos now in Dark Pulse. Just kidding. It's never better for me. I would much rather Pharaoh, Seed, sure, whatever you are. I don't really care. That's without my choice specs. I don't think I knock you out in one hit, which is very. Oh, okay, I do. That's awesome. You're still 4 times weak to it. I did not know that. Murkrow is going to come out, and I don't want to take a Sky Strike if that's what it wants to do. I would rather get up rocks with my Rhydon if possible, as he goes for Toxic. He could have Taunt, I suppose. I didn't know they would go for Toxic. I know Xatu beats it. It could just be a Rain Dance set too, which makes sense. What I'm going to do is actually go out to Guzzlord because you can't defog in front of a Dark type with your Prankster. Yes. Sorry, I'm a Dark type. And this is why this is good, because Dark Pulse is literally free to spam. So, like, he can roost all he wants, but at the end of the day, all he's doing is stalling out his own rain. That's why I'm clicking Dark Pulse over, like, Sludge Bomb or Draco. I don't want the -1 because Meowstic gets up screens. And I'll Sludge Bomb here, because obviously getting a poison now on Murkrow would be really nice. Very limited turns of rain next. Dark Pulse just in case he went Pharaoh. Exactly. Beautiful. Got a little bit of damage on you. Not going to risk missing my attack down, especially because I already got up rocks, so he's probably going to go for rocks. Yep. Basically, because rocks were already up, he didn't lose much by doing rocks, and I don't care about this knockoff at all either. And it's right back out to Guzzlord. So, yeah, just click Sludge Bomb. We now have the Pharaoh Seed in range of Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse to 33, yes. So we now have it in range of Dark Pulse. I'm going to click that one more time. Actually, do I lose anything by clicking Sludge? I don't think I lose anything by clicking Sludge Bomb. It won't knock him out unless it poisons him, and if he goes Pharaoh, I don't knock it out either. And the reason I stated that is because it's wasting turns, right? So that's the big thing. And that's what I want to do. I want to waste turns. Rocky Helmet is no longer here, which makes me sad. Oh, he goes Ludicolo, which is awesome. Ludicolo is a Pokemon I actually needed a hit on. Or 2 hits on, rather. So that's really, really good because, again, Giga Drain and is going to be dealing with the rest. He can get up rocks if he wants to at Pharaoh, but no poison? I mean, no freeze? Sick. Okay, so, again, that was, like, the biggest threat, in my opinion. In terms of threats, I could be wrong, of course, but I think that was the biggest threat because that's something I can't deal with. And Pharaoh's going to come out. I'm just going to go right back down to Guzzlord. He does get up rocks here, but rocks are pretty much half my team resist them at this point. They don't matter. So we just click Dark Pulse. I get my Beast Boost, which essentially gives me my choice specs back. And I got rid of Ludicolo. My Comfey destroys his team. Comfey absolutely destroys his team. I get my Beast Boost again. He might go out into Kabutops now. But, I mean, Rhydon does nothing, and he's probably going to Constant Crush here. Kind of has to. Yep. Rhydon does absolutely nothing, and I already have, basically because I have Comfey in the back, I don't care about Kabutops at all. Nice. And keeping Guzzlord alive is good because it gets off damage on everything and basically lives everything. So, Meowstic comes out. I can safely go out to Guzzlord. He can't yawn me. He can't do anything to me. He gets up his screen. That's fine. I'm going to Fire Blast a couple times. Just because, well, I wasn't trying to miss there, but the main purpose was to not only get rid of the rain, but also, like, if Kabutops takes a hit, which it does, he loses anyway to me clicking Giga Drain. I should drop a Draco. Like, I don't have to worry about this thing at all. Maybe that was the wrong play. I don't know if I knock out Gorbis with the screens up. It could be sub Shell Smash too. Okay, it was just Herb. It was just Herb. Is Gorbis faster than me? It might be. Did I make the wrong play by doing this? I might have made the wrong play. Okay, go. I was about to say, Gorbis doesn't have any special defense. Isn't it like base 53 and Huntail's the one with special defense? So I'm good. Alright, I was good. I'm happy I was good there. Okay. Hey, and Guzzlord putting in some work there. Maybe, and Gorbis also has like base 53. Yeah, 75 special defense, but base 55 HP. Yeah, it's the one with the defense. It has such weird stats. I'm gonna calc this just for the sake of it. Because I was worried about it being sub Shell Smash. Giga Drain is 86 to 102. It's almost a guaranteed KO off the rocks. Good luck, enjoy the... Thank you. Alright, what is that in time? That is about 31 minutes and like a million games later. Where's that on the ladder though? That's what matters the most. Some people have been saying they want me to go back to doing like hour videos. I don't mind. I don't think I mind. Do I want to keep going with this one? Guzzlord was still fire in this. I think that's like the best I'll probably show off Guzzlord versus Rain. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. And then next episode, well, let me know what you guys want to see. Like, I'm kind of leaning towards Clowitzer. What do you guys think? Because like that's something that always threatens me. I feel. I love Comfy so much. I didn't even get to use HP Psychic, but I'm kind of leaning towards using Clowitzer. Let's get into the game. Whatever. Let's try and get into the game. I'll pause it, guys, until we find one. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So last game of the day. I want to say, I feel like I'm gonna lose this one. I think this is the guy that like left me in the last one. But Vikavolt is so strong versus me. I actually almost have to lead off with Guzzlord and drop a Draco slash go for Fire. Fire Flush is actually a lot better. Leads off with Slowking, which isn't terrible considering lack of Dark Resist. I'm just going to go for the Dark Pulse. He might have to switch considering Knockoff is an option for me too. But Dark Pulse is going to be a 2-hit KO. I think even if you are Salt Vest, this will be a 2-hit KO. And again, my opponent's lack of Dark Resist is so good here. Best case scenario, I flinch him too. Awesome. I remember I played you. So flinching you was awesome there. So we're going to be able to basically pick up a 2-hit KO on I believe anything. My opponent cannot pivot into. This is how I felt when I played that Clowitzer. Was it you who had Clowitzer? I don't know. It was somebody else who had Clowitzer. That's such a terrible turn one for my opponent, but the literal best turn one for me. Not only do I weaken Slowking, because it's going to obviously come back in a Regenerator, but still be 2-hit KO by a lot. He doesn't have a switch in period. And I am guaranteed faster, even if you're max speed. Again, he does not switch into this, and I get my beast boost. And getting rid of Steelix, I need to just weaken Dhelmise, but that opens up a door for Comfey. I don't know if my opponent was thinking about that. So big Medicham comes out. You are literally only here for you. As my opponent's going to high jump kick there. We'll just U-turn. If they go for Gigavolt Havoc, that's fine. I'm basically in the position where Xatu is only here for... Yo, the shiny Pokemon might be the wave. Xatu is only here for this. This could be Z. I mean, it's totally possible that this is Z Medicham. But basically, if I U-turn, I get enough damage to the point of Draining Kiss, which, again, my opponent has 0 resist for. So, it's win-win for me. Kingler comes out. Gonna make the Vileplume play and just click Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb hits Kingler for good damage. It also hits his main switching, which I think would be Dhelmise. Yep. And getting the poison on Dhelmise means that I may be able to not only outspeed you, but knock you out here with an Acid Downpour. So, We take those as my opponent scouts very well by going out to Slowking. Good play, good play. Good play for sure, but I think that if I growth, I'll not only be able to eat your hit, like I'll be able to knock you out here, but I want to say you're probably going to go Delmise after, because you're not going to give me this thing with Giga Drain considering what I have, right? Actually, let me just Sludge Bomb. I don't even have to, there's no point in me recovering because I beat you. I actually have zero reason to not click Giga Drain here. Like, obviously Synthesis is a fire play because if he goes Delmise, I'll be able to knock him out with the attack after. But Psyshock did too much to me. Should I try it? Like, I'm just thinking in terms of what's necessary in this game. Is it worth doing this? Maybe it is. Let me go for it. As my opponent goes Vikavolt. Great. And I don't know if they're specs or not. I'm hoping that with my Spadef investment, I'll be able to take a hit. Them going for agility is fantastic too. They're probably gonna have to Z here just to knock me out. But first off, they're slower than my Passimian. That's one. Secondly, I'm fairly confident that at 29%, you go down to Comfy. Now, don't quote me on that because Comfy is not the strongest lay. Is that what it's called? The strongest lay in whatever lays are. Hawaii, Alola, whatever. But I don't want to be ignorant, but I mean, the fact that Vikavolt is that low is just so good for me. It really is. Yeah, it really is. Like, you're gonna be my win con here, 100%. Like, you really are. Hold up. Guzzlord is my good mid-ground. But I'm gonna go Zatsu anyway because I feel like they'll double here. If anything, they go for Ice Beam. They knock me out. Are rocks? I feel like rocks are really good. And I don't think I'm underestimating my opponent because I feel like if I rock up, I can calm mine up with Comfy and win. So I'm actually going to go out to Rhydon and rock up just to ensure that Comfy wins me the game. Yeah, just to ensure that Comfy wins me the game. We've already seen Z, so I'm thinking it's Scarf. See, I don't want to take a million from Psyshock. Because this is obviously offensive Assault Vest. But I know that rocks up mean I do win, right? That should be a guaranteed win now with rocks up. I'll calm mind up now. I should be a win with rocks up. That's the reason why I got up my rocks. Drain and Kiss you. I did not recover enough. Oh my gosh. But I safely concealed the Giga Drain there. So we get rid of Slowking. And now I just click Drain and Kiss to win the game. That's it. Woo. That's game. No way. Sludge Bomb did so much. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'm about to say. After I saw that Sludge Bomb damage, I knew it was over. Alright, so we won. I did the right play. Should have Giga Drain first on Slowking, but then they would have switched and pivoted in anyway. But, hey, it worked. Dude, this is +3 priority. There's no way you win this. You can go Medicham and try and Bullet Punch. Or whatever it is. Good game. I guess unless you're Fake Out, but even then, you want to knock me out. Go ahead and give me the kiss. Nice, nice, nice. And then Kingler's going to come out, which I'll just be able to go for the Giga Drain versus and Comfy. So I'm glad it worked out. I think maybe I should have... I think I underestimated, obviously, the Draining Kiss, how much I was getting back. I should just Giga Drain first, but I'm glad that I was able to beat this guy. But, yeah, I did promise you guys another game. I didn't promise you guys anything, but I ended up doing another game. I'm just going to wait for the ladder to update a little bit, but we are finally crossing the 1500 border. We were at... Oof. Could have been bad. We were at 1520 after this one, and now we're at 1532. So 1532 is where on the ladder? NU is next. That's number 62 on the ladder, so we're doing all right. I'm assuming because of decay, by the time I record next time, I'll be around this part, which isn't too bad. I'm recording every other day, so that's not that bad. So, what is that, 1532? Yep, 1532. Top 10 is 60-20, so less than 100 points away. Less than 100 points away. So, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Glad I got that last game. I knew that Comfy would win that, but I didn't realize that I had to click Draining Kiss first. Excuse me, Giga Drain first before that. I really thought I'd recover enough to be like 64, 65%. Because Comfy has like that habit of just recovering enough to be out of range of a KO. So I messed up there. I should have... First off, I should have looked at this. Because the fact that that does so much is absolutely insane. I wish I could look back to that, but I'll look back at the video. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.